Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for joining me. I'm Katie and we are on day 8 of Mermay. So today's prompt is heroic, and of course Claudia and her mermaid friend, they can't do anything heroic at the moment because they're in the fishbowl. So another thing to reflect the times was them staying indoors and safe. And I thought I would tie it in with something that we're doing here in the UK. Every Thursday evening, everyone goes outside and does a round of applause. And when I say outside, they'll either open the windows, stand at the front door, or if they've got a driveway, stand at the end of that, so they're safely socially distancing, like our friend is here. Everyone stands and claps outside for the service workers and people who are working in hospitals and delivery drivers and waste disposal people, everyone who's still having to work and keep things going, and I suppose really putting themselves at risk just so we can keep going. And what a lot of people are also doing is hanging signs up with rainbows on, so for the hour exercise when people are walking around, they've got something nice to see. But again, it's also to honour everyone who's still working out in the public, and you know, that's a lot of people. You've even got shop workers in there as well, and they're crucial for everything carrying on and staying calm during these weird times. Anyway, let's talk about the medium I'm using. So I'm using the Arteza coloured pencils, which they're okay, but they're not really premium, but they're okay. I get them out now and then. They're not my go-to coloured pencil, but they're okay. And what you've just seen on screen, or what you've seen on screen now, is me using a coloured pencil blender pen, and this is the Derwent one. Now, you could use a clear alcohol marker blender pen for this. I do tend to find it works pretty much the same. It melts the pigments, so it does blend. However, I do find with the Derwent one that the nib is just a little bit scratchier, and it just agitates those pigment particles into blending a little bit more. That's always something I've observed though, and if you haven't got one, don't worry about it. You could even use a cotton bud or a Q-tip dipped in alcohol and you could produce a similar result. There's today's tip. Now, I don't use coloured pencils all that often, purely down to how long it takes me. I might use them to accompany watercolour, or if I've done an alcohol marker base, but normally I tend not to use them from scratch because it's such a time consuming process and I just can't go quicker than I do. Obviously this is sped up, but it just takes ages, and the sharpening and then them going blunt again, and yeah, but I do like doing them. If I'd got more time to dedicate to it, I would more often, but I tend to use them in addition to other materials. The paper I'm working on is the Winsor & Newton Smooth Surface cartridge pad. That's 220 GSM, and maybe I shouldn't have used a smooth surface, but I do like my smooth paper. But in retrospect, if I was to do this again, I'd probably have something with a bit more tooth to it, as it was quite hard work, although the blending was nice. It made blending a lot easier. Our mermaid's got her little rainbow picture on, and I must admit I was quite happy with how they blended. They worked quite nicely. How many times have I said blended in this video? But this is one of those kind of videos where there's a lot of blending going on. Anyway, just adding a bit of pink in the background and the signature, and we are all done. I hope you've enjoyed today's Mermay. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's not been one of my favourite ones, I must admit, but can't like them all. If you have enjoyed this though, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new here and made it this far, why not subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the other ones. Anyway, I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Bye!